Hello my friends and welcome to what is supposed to be episode 10 but it's actually episode 9 of our Football Manager 2022 beta Let's Play with Chelsea. Now why this was supposed to be episode 9 is simply put, this game here was supposed to be episode 9. I recorded it, edited it, thought I'd uploaded it, deleted it off the computer the next day and then realised I hadn't uploaded it. I'm really sorry guys, that means it's been nearly a week since we've had content. That is on me, with the housework and stuff, a couple of other things I've had on this weekend. Very, very frustrating. I apologise. I hope you guys understand that. This should have been up on Thursday, but I then missed Friday, Saturday just with the other commitments I had. Anyway, and I explained that in the video. And then today's game would have been Sunday anyway. I am really, really sorry guys. I do apologise. So since the last episode, which was episode 8, we played Brentford, we won 3-0. Callum Hudson-Odoi, Lukaku and Havertz on the score sheet against Brentford. Good performance there before we played Man United. I feel like we were actually the better team here. 2-1 was enough to see us through on a 3-2 away win. 3-2 overall win. Jorginho with the goal, Scott McTominay scored from a corner and Ronaldo scored from a counter. United could have, and they did push at the end and could have stolen it or taken it to extra time, but thankfully we held out. We then played at Norwich in the Premier League. We won 4-1. Rudiger scored an own goal, which gave them a goal, but Hudson-Odoi with a brace, Lukaku with a brace as well, giving us a 4-1 win against Norwich. It was then a turn of Leicester to face us, and we won 5-0 with a rotated side, or rotated-ish side. It wasn't a fully rotated side, you know, there was a couple of rested players before Atlanta, but Hudson-Odoi with a brace, Ross Barkley, Lukaku and Mount also on the score sheet. Hudson-Odoi really staking a claim here. Rugani scored the only goal of the game in at home against Atlanta before we played Crystal Palace where we won 3-0. Simply put, Dybala and Havertz just ruled this game. Havertz came off the bench and changed things, and that's what we needed. Overall, 3-0 win, content with it. We then played Atlanta in the second leg of the Champions League semi-final. Now, I didn't record either of these games, and in the last episode I explained why I wasn't going to record these games, because I was going to stick to this Liverpool game, and I wanted to get through it, and then do next season as quickly as we can, and then we can get on to the main save. We drew 2-2 across there. We were the better side. They scored a 94th minute equaliser from the, I was going to say the penalty spot, it wasn't. It was us that scored the penalty. Dybala and Lukaku on the score sheet there. Good performance. Not really the rewards, and it was a similar case with Newcastle. We absolutely bossed this game. They scored with their only shot on target in the first half, which was a rebounded goal from a corner. Hudson-Odoi had put us in front, and they'd instantly replied with that. Barbosa put them equal again after Timo Werner had scored a beautiful bit of play through for Bale, who's playing up top this game. The goalkeeper came out, tackled Bale, fell for Werner, who just shot first time into the back of the net. It was an absolutely beautiful goal. They then got a penalty and equalised. Paul Drummond then got sent off. We absolutely went for it. We huffed and puffed and we just couldn't score. Their goalkeeper had a phenomenal game. Lascelles in centre back had a phenomenal game. But eventually we got a corner of our own and Trevor Shabala stepped up. This was a completely changed team with focus on this game. So today is Liverpool. And why is Liverpool such an important game? Well, if you look at our fixture list, it's Liverpool, Man City, Tottenham to see out the Premier League season before we then go and play Liverpool in the Champions League final in St Petersburg. But if we have a look at the Premier Division table, we are 3 points clear of Liverpool. Now we do have goal difference advantage, but we have Spurs and City to play in our last 2 games. Liverpool, excuse my phone, have already played all their difficult games and they've got 2 fairly routine wins, or what I would expect to be 2 fairly routine wins in our last 2 games. Our last 2 games going into this were Spurs and City, where they won both with an aggregate score of 6-0. Yeah, so you see why I put the focus on this game and made this game the absolute top priority for us throughout the season, or coming towards the end of the season. Next episode will be the Champions League final, I'd imagine, but if we win this, then I think with the goal difference we could lose both the City game and the Spurs game and still win the league. So this is essentially for me the title decider. We don't win this, it's very much up in the air, and you know, it is what it is. But let's get pitch side for this Liverpool game. Here we go, boys and girls. As you see, 10 changes, which means only change position from the rested game at Newcastle. That stays the same is Mendy in goal. That's fairly standard for us. So we've got Mendy, James, Rudiger, Rugani and Chilwell. Fairly solid defensive line. Kante and Jorginho in the midfield. We trust them with our lives. Dybala, Havertz and Mount in the sort of attacking midfield three, with Lukaku leading the line. They've only made 3 changes and it looks like they've had a little bit of a rest up coming into this game. Matip has been brilliant against us in the past games that we've played against Liverpool. Mane obviously very good, and Chiesa very good. Worries me that without those 3 players they are able to demolish City 5-0 coming into this game. As I said, this is must win for us. A draw is good for us as well, but it means that we need to win at least one of these last 2 games, which won't be easy. And, you know, it is what it is. But we've put ourselves in the driving seat. We just need to seal that driving seat now. Poor throw-in straight off the bat. It's over the top. Rudiger always picking that one up. He is leaving at the end of the season. Very frustrating. We're trying to get Sule to replace him, which would be a like for like. And, you know, and most of our money in the summer will be spent on the brain words work. Most of our money in the summer will be spent on defenders, because that's the area that I feel like we need to improve the most. But that said, we don't have a huge amount of money to spend. We've got 40 million. That's our preliminary budget. Is Mason Mount. He's got it in. If you're enjoying the series, by the way, as well, go and hit the subscribe button. Despite the complete failure of me over this past week, it'd be really, really appreciated. The content will get back to normal now that everything sort of in my life is getting back to normal. And if you're enjoying the video, smash the like button. Leave comments down below. Tell me how terrible I am at Football Manager, because believe me, I know I'm terrible. But we're trying to improve. We're trying to improve. The tactics that I've been doing at Newcastle, and I mentioned this in the last episode that never got uploaded because I'm an idiot. I've been doing a Newcastle save and sort of the free time that I had when the kitchen was getting done, just to try tactics out, you know, get to learn how to manipulate this transfer budget a bit better. Fuck you, Liverpool. They've injured Dybala and Lukaku. I mean, if you want to win, that's one way of winning the title. Just, you know, knock all our best players out. You know, we have 2 players that we rest consistently, Dybala and Lukaku, that we have no replacements for. Yes, Hudson-Odoi done very, very well in recent games, but, you know, it's frustrating. It's frustrating that we've picked up 2 injuries in this first half, and both of them are to key players. Gareth Bale's injured for the season as well, so we can't play Gareth Bale up top. And that, you know, this could win Liverpool's treble, because they're in the FA Cup final against Wolves. They should win that. They're in the Champions League final against us, and they're still in the hunt for the league title, the Premier League title. And we've just had 2 of our best players injured. If we can't field Lukaku and Dybala in the Champions League final, that could be a disaster. But right now we are 2-0 up. Beautiful bit of play here. Mount, just absolutely brilliant. Commits all the defenders, finds Jorginho, who probably shouldn't be that far forward. I'm not going to complain because he has all the space in the world to pick his spot, and he beats Alisson Becker. We will now give it another 5 minutes, and then we will bring off Dybala for Hudson-Odoi. Hudson-Odoi has been brilliant for us recently. Let's do our best to keep him fit. Let's do our best to keep him fit if we can, because we'll need at least one of him and Lukaku for that Champions League final if we can. And I'm slightly concerned. Mount launches it in, finds Warner. That's offside, it's disallowed. The linesman stayed put. He stayed put, which means it is disallowed. So we don't even need to see the VAR review. It's a little trick that. Watch the linesman when you score. If it goes for an offside VAR, just watch the linesman and it will tell you. It's tight, but it's correct. Oh well. Oh well. That's a decent ball in. Oh no. We've not even seen a Liverpool highlight yet, and it's just another corner. And it's back post. I've figured out how to defend the near post, and every single one we're conceding is back post now. Feels like you can defend one or the other. And whichever one you defend, they'll just score in the other one. Right, we've got one more change to make. It's going to be, who are we going to bring off? Kante for Kovacic, I think. Just rest up that midfield a wee bit. We are going to do this. Try and just... Right, we'll go with Saul for that role rather than Kovacic. I think he'll be slightly better in it. Just try and start slowing things down. Let's just start slowing things down. Stop playing out of defence, stop working the ball in the box, be slightly more direct, slow the pace down, hold shape. We will still counter press, stop doing that. Bring that back, bring that back. I don't mind if they go long. Or play at the back rather. Play for set pieces. Force them outside. There we go. Come on, boys. Havertz. Saul. It's decent. Oh. Come on. 2 more minutes. Yes! Come on! That, I believe, wins us the Premier League title. We've got 2 games to go, a 6-point lead. We'll get to that. A 6-point lead at the top. Our goal difference is worth a point. So it gives us a 7-point lead with 2 games to go. Man City, Tottenham, irrelevant. We should have won this league. It's going to take one hell of a goal difference turnaround to change that. Of course it can happen. We've got 2 tough games. They've got 2 fairly routine games. In fact, it might even be 2 relegated clubs already that they've got to play. They have Villa and Everton, so I'll stand corrected on that. Wolves are up here, Everton are up here, so they're not routine, but they're games that you expect Liverpool to win. That, guys, is going to end this episode here. We will be back next time for the Champions League final. It's Liverpool into Liverpool. I'm sorry, it's just the way it's worked out. Much love, guys. I'll hopefully catch you all next time.